Indio.
No está bien. Todo bien.
Nice.
真贵。No! I missed the fucking meter!
targets actually might be too generous, and this might go a little bit lower than what I was targeting if Bitcoin doesn't behave. Sorry to give you bad news, but we're here to make money. I'm not going to give you what you want, I'm going to give you what you need. You ready? Let's go. You get a chart of me, and I have this one, 3 EMAs. I'm going to take off price, and you can see here, when the red crosses below the yellow, you almost always on this asset get a price reaction out of it, and it's usually not 78%, but it's typically 35%. I've taken from the cross itself, as opposed to wherever price was in the cross. I've taken from the cross to the wick low of price, as you can see with price back on. The wick low was 78% below this cross. That was in February of November, December 2020. At a cross, 32% correction, cross, 30% correction. May 2021, cross 71% correction, cross 34% correction over 87. So here we have a cross, and price hasn't made its reaction to the downside yet. So you can see here, either you get a 70+% correction or you get a more mild one in the 30s. So what we're going to do next is in the chart, I'm going to show you how my yellow line and green line produced in the last 2 mana videos align with those targets, so we can get a good estimate of where this is going. Make sure you flip your phones or get flipped off. Take your phone, make it vertical. Now hit the like button. Now that your phone is vertical, leave me a quick comment. It's going to help me continue making these videos for you in a time-sensitive manner, and it's going to help you even more because this is time-sensitive. Hit the bell. We are in this together. We're here to make money. Follow me on Twitter, closest Fairdays with the number 2, closest Fairdays 2. If you want to be able to jump inside the community and turn on your microphone and video and ask me questions directly, links to the exclusive community are in the description section of all my videos. Let's jump into the charts. Now let's look at a pattern. Each time you had a cross, did price hit the orange line? So we say cross, yes, hit orange line. Cross, yes, price actually hit and based off of the orange line here, which is the daily 200. Another cross here, yes, price hit the orange line and based off of it. So this is kind of like best case scenario. You see how these are in the 30s? So the more mild cases, they came down to base off of the orange line. And you can't find a time when there was a cross that happened over the orange line where price did not hit the orange line. There is not one example. Not one, 0 exceptions. Again, cross up here, hit the orange line. It tried to base off of it, then it failed as Bitcoin did the Wyckoff distribution pattern finale down to 29K. This 71% was probably not going to happen without whales messing around with Bitcoin and Ethereum price. Another cross, hit the orange line. In the recovery, what did it do? Came in based off of what? The orange line. So in this cross, it is not a safe bet to say, hey, this would be the first time it doesn't hit the orange line. Why would you think that? You shouldn't think that. But let's take a look. This orange line actually will be using a slope and be hitting the more downside target that I have, and I explained in my previous 2 videos all the reasons why it might hit that. But this is a different type of analysis that just coincidentally happens to agree with it. So if you do analysis in totally different types of ways and they're all converging on the same idea, guess what that means? It's more probable that that happens. From the cross down to my green line, it's roughly 40%, which is right around the more mild cases of all the other times that you had the bearish EMA cross above the orange line. So let me tell you something, I'm not immune to being in this spot either. I feel this stuff, like, I get it. I can't avoid it, but the only thing that you can avoid is how you react with clicking. That's the only thing. So when you click with your money, you have to see yourself not as your same person. You are a different person. You have your normal person here and your trading person here. And this person has to be the one who identifies, yeah, this guy's going to feel, now it's going up, but I don't care. I'm going to click around based off statistics. So again, I'm here to give you what you need, not what you want. Click this video to see my last price analysis video, and click this link if you want to understand price action a little bit more and how it moves and how it's a real war.
It does. And it's right here, and a number of different instances. Somnium, Decentraland, CryptoVoxels, and more are being built. So Mark's version of the Metaverse, the marketing version of the Metaverse, may not exist yet, at least in the grand spectacular version that he's talking about. But in Metaverse, 100% does. In this episode, we're going to take a look at Decentraland. Decentraland is the OG of metaverses. There's so much going on there, and you may not think it's for you. You may think, oh, you know, if Mark says the metaverse isn't here, it's not here. But actually, it's so straightforward to get started in Decentraland. And two things you need to bear in mind. Firstly, it's governed by a DAO, which means that it's decentralized, and its governance is determined by its owners of the token, people who take part in Decentraland. Two, well, it's decentralized, which means you don't need permission to participate. Let's dig in after a message from these sponsors.
Don't let DeFi interest rate volatility hold you back. With Notional version 2, you can lock in your rates for up to a year. Notional serves borrowers and lenders alike, so you can leverage up your crypto portfolio or build a fixed rate income stream on your assets on Notional's easy-to-use interface. With version 2 liquidity mining, LPs earn notes token incentives, liquidity fees and interest on deposits of USDC, DAI, ETH or WBTC. Plus, LPs can even borrow against their liquidity for maximum capital efficiency. Notional Belt Finance, stability and certainty now available in your crypto portfolio. TracerDAO is a derivatives meta protocol that allows anyone to create a financial market through Tracer's permissionless open source infrastructure. It designs and installs financial derivatives as deployable smart contracts via the Tracer factory. Financial contracts like the perpetual swap can be engineered and added to the factory for deployment, where it's voted on by TracerDAO governors before the new market is created. With TracerDAO, they envisage a world where you can effortlessly manage your local consumption risk. Things like how much fuel you'll need and use, for example. One of TracerDAO's first products, Perpetual Pools, is a leveraged token that allows individuals to gain fungible, leveraged exposure to a price feed without the risk of liquidation. TracerDAO currently has liquidity mining incentives for users to enter into leveraged positions on either BTC or ETH. And there are extra incentives to provide these fungible leveraged tokens through specific balancer pools, shoring up secondary market liquidity.
So what Mark's talking about here is virtual reality style metaverses, and the version they've got here is beautiful, it's sumptuous. He's obviously on a green screen, but he's in an environment that's 3D, then he looks at his watch, he says, oh yeah, I've just got to find something to wear, and then he finds a kind of creepy digital version of himself, and he dresses it appropriately enough in a very nondescript outfit, because, let's face it, has no personality at all. And he's on a space station talking to all his buddies in space, and they're playing poker, and the whole thing is entirely wholesome and not cringeworthy at all. Okay, well, let's just park it there, because this is being presented to us as something that does not exist yet. But if you've played VR chat, if you spent any time with the Oculus Quest, most of these experiences actually do exist already. So what we're going to do today is have a look at Decentraland. So the first thing we do is go to the Decentraland.org website, where we're greeted with an experience that looks entirely similar to what we've just seen from Mark. You have some nice graphics, you have wearables. Decentraland it's a metaverse, and you can buy land there, and then on that land you can create experiences, you can build whatever you want, and you can create wearables for your characters within that land to do whatever you want with. You can create games, you can basically do a bunch of stuff. Now, there are some caveats here, as we shall see, which is that the quality of what you can build there in terms of its graphics is probably not the best, so they've sacrificed usability for visuals, which is absolutely fine and fair enough, but the essential experience of it is not that different to any video game you might play. The difference is here, this is a persistent world, so if you leave, the world continues to do exactly what it needs to do, and it continues to exist. It's not like you just save your game and then come back and everything is as you left it. No, things change. New things can be built. And the other thing is that all the land there and everything that's been built is owned by somebody. It's not owned by the game, it's owned by somebody. So lots of entities have built, HQs and different museums and different applications within Decentraland. But the fact is, it's been around for quite a long time now, and so it's quite a mature ecosystem. Not that mature, to be fair, but it is pretty mature. So if you want to get started in Decentraland, you just click the Get Started button. Now, I have already been in and connected my wallet, so I'm going to play using my wallet. And in my wallet right now, I have some wearables, because you get airdrop wearables from time to time. There have been quite a few of them that have come through from various NFT projects that I'm in. But if an NFT project drops you a wearable, then you know this is what you can do with it. You can actually, believe it or not, wear it. Imagine that. So here we are in the Genesis Plaza, and I've actually got the audio turned off at the moment because it would just get too annoying to handle that as on top of the tutorial at the same time, because it's really just a kind of base tutorial. So as you can see, I'm moving around with my mouse to kind of orbit around my character. It's very much like you would do in a video game, and if I want to move, I use the W, A, S and D buttons, same as you would in a video game, and you can kind of look around and explore, go and have a look at things. If we wanted to kind of jump to something specific, there are some trending scenes here which are pictured in this pillar here. So if I clicked on one, and then I press the E and F buttons, I can go up and down. Oh, I'm in the middle of a cloud. A little bit clunky. There we go. So I can click on here, and then cycle up and down through the game using F and E. So if I wanted to go to this golf game, I could do that. If I wanted to go to Dragon City, I could do that. Vegas Plaza, Coco Jones and the Temple of Eternal Bananas. Let's say I wanted to actually go there. I could just click on it. So let's get out of there. If I want to just move my mouse around, you click, you hit escape, and that will get you out of navigation mode, or perambulation mode, or whatever you want to call it, locomotion mode, and then you just click anywhere to go back in. And then one of the fun things about the Genesis Plaza is you've actually got this kind of waterfall here. So I can go up here, and go around to the diving board, and I can actually jump off and go all the way down to this hole. Press spacebar to jump, and let's go. And down I go. I'm actually going to teleport to a new place. I'm now down in the bar underneath, which is fun. So there's all sorts of different places you can explore down here, and it's running super slow. That's probably because I'm recording at the same time.